May is officially Zombie Awareness Month, deemed so by the good folks at the Zombie Research Society, so let's give them a shout out. And since this virus has most of us locked down, I don't think there could be a better time to talk about zombies than now. In modern literature and film, zombies are usually described as the living dead. They usually stumble about with dead stares, intent on eating flesh and brains, unwilling to stop at nothing until they're shot, or otherwise traumatized enough to destroy some part of their brain that controls them. More than 40 years ago, there was a movie called The White Zombie starring Bela Lugosi as a voodoo priest in Haiti who zombified a beautiful young woman.
Zombies? Yes. They are my servant.
Since then, only a handful of zombie films have returned to their Haitian origins, like The Serpent and the Rainbow. Hold that thought. Since then, there's been a slew of films that picked up steam with George A. Romero's seminal Night of the Living Dead and then Dawn of the Dead, which was the most commercially successful of the three. I did not mention yet Day of the Dead. But since then, it has never stopped. It just keeps on going. And now with TV's The Walking Dead, zombies have even come into our homes via a TV. But we aren't really talking about fictional zombies today, are we? No. Today, we're asking the questions, are zombies real?
Are zombies real?
With 1 foot in history and 1 foot out of the grave, is there any real basis for zombies? Are they just tales, lore, and urban legends? The word zombie first appeared around 1810 with historian Robert Southey when he mentioned it in his book, The History of Brazil. The Babongo tribe of West African origin and the words Nzambi mean God, and zombie means fetish. A soulless corpse said to have been revived by witchcraft derives from the name of a snake-deity in voodoo cults from West Africa and Haiti. It is with reference to this original sense that Southey uses the word in the history while discussing the chief of the Brazilian natives called the zombie. To see zombies, the tribe chews on the bark of a bitter iboga plant. Ibogadine is a psychedelic with dissociative and dreamlike effects that reliably appear with certain doses. At lower doses, it's been used as a stimulant and aphrodisiac. When all else fails, some heroin addicts have used it to conquer their cravings. Once the ceremony is complete, the undead show themselves to the Babongo, but it's important to note that those are not considered ghosts or spirits. Westerners who have participated in the Babongo ritual report suddenly finding their rooms filled with living human corpses. Some of the zombies simply stare, while others offer advice and counsel. I think you need to diversify your funds. They are believed to be actual physical creatures, and as anthropologist Mark Lightman explains, the Bwiti zombies are as real and solid as any animal or plant might find in the forest. They don't appear and disappear or fly through the night sky or even live on another mystic plane. Humans simply have had bad vision, and the iboga plant acts as a pair of glasses, showing us what's always been there. These are my zombie glasses. A scientific investigation and personal adventure story about zombies and the voodoo culture of Haiti was by a Harvard scientist. Enter The Serpent and the Rainbow. The Serpent and the Rainbow is a 1988 American horror film directed by Wes Craven and starring Bill Pullman. It was released theatrical in the United States by Universal Pictures, and it grossed about $20 million at the box office. But The Serpent and the Rainbow was first a book. The movie was filmed in Boston, Massachusetts, Santo Domingo, and the Dominican Republic, and in Haiti. But during the production in Haiti, the local government informed the cast and crew that they could not guarantee their safety. As a result, production was relocated to the Dominican Republic for the remainder of the shoot. So the film is loosely based on the non-fiction book of the same name by ethnobotanist Wade Davis. Ethnobotany simply means investigating plants used by societies in various parts of the world. The Serpent and the Rainbow combine anthropological investigation with a remarkable personal adventure to illuminate and finally explain a phenomenon that has long fascinated Americans and the Western world.
Wade holds degrees in anthropology and biology and received his PhD in ethnobotany, all from Harvard University. Davis' book recounted his experiences in Haiti, investigating the story of Clarvius Narcisse, who was allegedly poisoned, buried alive, and revived with an herbal brew which produced what was called a zombie.
In April 1982, Davis arrived in Haiti to investigate 2 documented cases of zombie people who had reappeared in Haitian society years after they had been officially declared dead and had been buried.
Drawn into a netherworld of rituals and celebrations, Davis penetrated the voodoo mystique deeply enough to place zombification in its proper context within voodoo culture.
In the course of his investigation, Davis came to realize that the story of voodoo is the history of Haiti, from the African origins of its people to the successful Haitian independence movement, down to the present day, where voodoo culture is in effect the government of Haiti countryside.
From ethnopharmacological investigations, we know that poison lowers the metabolic rate of the victim almost to the point of death. The powder looks like a dry black dirt. It contains parts of toads, sea worms, lizards, tarantulas, pufferfish, human bones. To obtain that last ingredient, by the way, he and Pierre unearthed a child's grave on a nocturnal trip to the cemetery.
Get out of here!
The poison is rubbed into the victim's skin. Within hours, the person begins to feel nauseated and has difficulty breathing. A pins and needles sensation afflicts the arms and legs, then progresses to the whole body. The subject becomes paralyzed, lips turn blue for lack of oxygen. Quickly, sometimes within 6 hours, metabolism is lowered to that of almost indistinguishable from death. Pronounced dead by attending physicians who check only for superficial vital signs, and considered dead by family members and by the zombie maker, the victim is buried alive.
Don't let them bury me. I'm not dead.
Undoubtedly, in many cases, the victim does die, either from the poison or from suffocating in the coffin. The widespread belief in the existence of zombies in Haiti, however, is based on those instances where the victim receives the correct dosage of the poison, wakes up in the coffin, and is dragged out of the grave by the zombie maker. The victim, affected by the drug and traumatized by the situation, is immediately beaten by the zombie maker's assistants. He is then bound and led before a cross to be baptized with a new zombie name. After the baptism, he is made to eat a paste containing a strong dose of a potent psychoactive drug, Dactyra stramonium, known in Haiti as zombie cucumbers. The cucumbers bring on a state of psychosis. During that intoxication, the zombie is carried off.
Why would anyone want to do this? Well, here in the more civilized world, a drug such as this could slow down the body during surgeries and give doctors more time to complete difficult tasks in the operating room.
And you might wonder, where does this leave us all today? Well, there's 2 companies, one Revita Life Sciences and BioQuirk. They announced just several months ago that they would be experimenting with reviving the brains of people who have been declared clinically dead from traumatic brain injuries. Dubbed the Reanima Project, these US and Indian biotech companies have recently been given the green light by the IRB to recruit 20 brain-dead subjects for use in their experiment. They will administer peptides into their spinal cord daily via a pump, with stem cells given bi-weekly over the course of a 6-week period to test if parts of their central nervous system can be brought back to life. Dr. Bonzal, who heads the project, said he already has had some success with 2 patients in the Gulf and Europe, and they're still in minimal conscious state, but who knows, they might come out and have a reasonable, conscious, useful human life. They are now trying to create a definitive study in 20 subjects and prove that the brain death is reversible. This will open the door for future research, and especially for people who lose their dear ones suddenly. Although brain-dead patients are technically not alive, many body functions continue to work, including blood circulation, digestion, healing, fevers, and even sometimes baby delivery. The real question these experiments raise is the mental state a person will be in after revival from brain death.
So the question remains, are zombies real? Well, sort of. By the definition of Haitian zombification, at least I'd have to say yes.
By definition of raising the once dead to a state of living, well, not yet.
But it seems that it is getting worked on. And what will that person be like if we can ever achieve it? Like the movies like Pet Sematary, Eternal Life in a Rotting Body,
Sometimes dead is better.
something more magical.
or something more angelic. Thank you for watching my video,
Take care of each other.
and keep rock alive.
I'm Rikki Rockett. I am the drummer for Poison, but on this channel, I like to talk about spooky stories and urban legends, and I like to try to figure out the root of those. So if you'd be so kind, subscribe, hit the like button if you like the video, and hit the bell so that you're informed when I have a new video come out.